Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we're going to discuss the June 28th, 2024 Disney Channel original show, Zombies, the Reanimated Series. So this is the same CGI animation as the Zombies Reanimated Shorts series, the 3 4-minute short episodes that we got. This particular season of Reanimated series is 11 episodes, but there's 11-minute, there's two 11-minute episodes per episode, like a normal like cartoon, right? And so therefore it's 22 episodes in total if you individually do it that way. But 11 releases. Sure, we'll do it that way. So the main cast of characters is back reprising their roles. And it's just so cool because their egos are not big and they are true to their characters, and I love it. I love seeing when actors can reprise their voice acting role, which they originated, and don't have to do a big to-do of, oh, I'm too important for the television version. No, it's your character. It's your voice. So it's just really cool. My only complaint is there was no Matt Cornett as, what's his character's name? Alan, in the third Zombies film. There was not a lot of aliens in this show. Aspen, the voice actor who is the main actor for Aspen in real life, I don't know their name, but they're back, voicing their respective role. But it's just Aspen. There's no like other main aliens from the third Zombies film in this. Aside from that, it's just really cool watching them be back in high school, and that's the premise. The third film is them graduating high school. So how are they back in high school? Well, it's explained through the main theme song, how with Aspen's alien technology, she time warps them back. That way they can redo senior year. That they still have their future prospects, but they now can redo senior year together. So all the shenanigans ensue, of course. Lime soda is the catalyst event of how the zombies were created in the first place. But lime soda is used a lot to inadvertently create creatures in this. Very entertaining. You have alien creatures in this. You have this new character, Day, who's a witch, who's a transfer student to Seabrook. So we get Vanna the vampire in one of the animated short series that we talked about, Moonstone Magic. And at the end of the third film, we get the introduction of the vampires and the mer creatures and things like that. But we didn't really get witches all that much. So then having Day as a witch in Seabrook, and her aunt owns this curse shop that she also works at, that's pretty cool. The cheering events, Bucky just putting Bucktacular in front of everything. It's just wonderful. Bucky gets a dog named Barky, who's a zombie dog. Hysterical episode. Willa and Willa just being, a badass in general is just pretty awesome. But Wyatt, that's the W I was trying to get to. Wyatt and Eliza exploring their feelings and discussing how they like each other, and should they be more than friends, but I like you platonically, buddy, and all these things, and them both confessing that they're both vegetarians, and that was a whole outing episode. That was so cool. Oh, absolutely loved it. It reminded me so much of the Dinosaurs episode, the 1990s Jim Henson Company Dinosaurs, which technically is an ABC property, which therefore is owned by Disney. So it's all in the same Disney family. Robbie goes to a vegetarian bar, and it's a whole outing episode of that. Well, he's like, well, maybe I want to try to be vegetarian. It was a whole, coming out kind of story. So it's a matter of how does one come out to your family? How does one come out to your friends? But they use the same vegetarian premise in this, which I thought was so cool. So having them coming out to their friends and families that they don't actually like meat, that they actually like vegetables, very cool. I loved how there was a whole episode dedicated to Shrimp Talk, which is the TikTok version that Eliza creates in an episode for Seabrook, because the Mighty Shrimp is their mascot, and instead of vertical, it's horizontal. So that way, the whole episode is just Zed scrolling basically on Shrimp Talk videos, and it's filmed horizontally because you're watching it on a TV and your TV is horizontal. It was so genius. It was so genius how they figured this out. The songs in this were absolutely mind-blowingly gorgeous. The Weirlians, the group that Winter and Aspen form, makes incredible music. And there's a whole wonderful, gorgeous musical scene of Wyatt and Eliza. Bro, Wyatt and Eliza stole the show in this particular 11-episode, 22-segment chunk. Wonderful. There was so many good catchy songs. Some songs were very layered too. It was very different than the movies because this felt very show tuney, very musical, very well, obviously it's a musical because everybody's singing and dancing. Musical, like a stage production musical, like a Broadway musical, like layers of like somebody singing the main song, but then the other person is singing this their version of the song in the background that they just sung recently, and it's like an overlay, and it's layered, and it's just it works so well in songs and storytelling. This felt like it was you were watching a musical, like a stage production. A zombie stage production would be absolutely iconic because this show was awesome. I did not have high hopes for this show. I was just like, okay, cute. They're redoing senior year. How is this going to work? You get some Sasquatch now in this as well. It was so well done with such wonderful character development through song and dance. That's how musicals should be. But it was a good group that they have going. They explored things. There's always chaos events in television series, and how do you wrap it up at the end of the episode? And they make fun of that. And it's so smart. It's a lot of fourth wall breaking. It's very meta in that sense. I did not expect a highly sophisticated children's show being presented as the Disney's Zombies reanimated show coming out in 2024. Did not expect to like it as much as I do. Did not expect to love it as much as I do. This was awesome. This was very well done. I am very impressed with this. I'm very impressed with the storytelling. I'm very impressed with the character development continuing on from the films. I really wish Alan was back. Bro, I love Matt Corman. Matt's awesome. So I wish his character of Alan was back, but it's okay. Coach has now this cat, this alien cat who doesn't know how to say things much, so he just says, I'm a cat. Hysterical. There's an alien crab thing named Diane. Hysterical. There's a whole musical scene, like putting on the show, like a High School Musical scene. Hysterical. I love the fact that this is mainly a Seabrook show. It's not just the Zed and Addison show. It's like the Seabrook show. So it felt like a high school show. Because like you're at, for instance, when you watch Degrassi, you're watching one kid do their story and another kid do their story and another kid do their story. And they were all in the same school, so it's all one giant long overlaying story, right? That's what this felt like. It felt like you're watching one of those high school shows that everybody has their own stuff going on, but then sometimes they overlay and come together and do their things together. And that's what this felt like. It felt like a high school show. It didn't feel like just the Zed and Addison story. There were certain episodes where Zed and Addison were barely in it, just in like the beginning or the end. It was it. Very cool. Very well done. I hope there's a second season because this was really good. I'm very shocked, very impressed. On to the next review. Mucho mahalo.